In the newest Souls RNG update, they have added one new mystery 100 million plus aura, as well as a new craftable aura, which is A.T.L.A.S. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to craft this thing with 50 heavenly potions and as many skips as it takes. Yup, I'm getting my hands on it in this video because it's not that bad to craft. And when I say that, I definitely lie, because I actually spent 150 heavenlies erasing months of progress just for the virtual fatal error. This thing's my top. Watch until the end, see me suffer and see me completely lose so much. So you know what? Let's just get into this video. So as you can see, we're on my main account. It's already 4.2 million rolls. And honestly, yeah, we don't have that much time to waste. I'm just going to show you guys what aura we'll be crafting today. That being A.T.L.A.S. And if I can't have an Aegis aura, we might as well get the cheap version instead. So yeah, let's start auto crafting this. It's a little bit expensive. We need one of our 4 Atlases to be sacrificed for this, which is not good. But we'll put it in last because we only need 1 overseer, 2 fatal arrows, a single origin, the 5 gravitationals, which will probably be the worst part. I can cover one of every single one of these auras except the 5 gravitationals and the fatal arrows. Yeah, this isn't even that bad. So right before we do get into actually, well, popping everything, I do want to ask you guys a question. And that is if you guys want a free game pass, because if you guys comment below your username at any game pass of choice, you'll have a chance to win that game pass. I mean, it cannot be Fisherman Chest Trees because I've actually given those out in the past, and because of that, I literally do not have that many Robux anymore. 1k isn't really enough to be giving anything away. So yeah, help me keep on doing these giveaways, because honestly, if you guys don't subscribe, comment, like, share, and turn on notifications so you don't miss these giveaways, I can't really do these giveaways because I don't get paid enough to do this. Kind of sad. But let's just get on to how only like 10% of you guys subscribe, which isn't really helping at all. If you guys just subscribe, it will really help. But let's get on to who will win this time. So yeah, we're going to be loading in all of the comments from this last video, and yeah, that's all. You guys really need to keep on commenting, but let's just use the classic invisible method where I don't see anything and I'm literally just moving the scroll. Actually, I wasn't there, so I have to keep on moving it, and I choose Kukoito 123 wins VIP plus. Congratulations. Alright, you've earned my friend request, and let's show the clip of the last winner getting their VIP now. Alright, so if I disable my buffs, I have a very high amount of buffs. I have like an hour's worth of Lord of the Hell. So let's just pop 6 zombie potions, 6 strange 2s. The gamble didn't pay off, but it doesn't matter because we have so many speed boosts that does not change anything. 12 fortune trees, 60 luckies, 60 speeds, and I'm pretty sure that's basically all. You have an insane amount of boost, but you know what? It's now time to get to popping our heavenlies. And I know it kind of hurts because I am saving a lot of these, but let's just put on 50 at once. We'll be popping these slowly and we'll be doing it without quick roll on. So let's just pop 50. And here's what we're going to be doing. After these 50 run out, we will get to popping a lot of skips until we can get this thing created. And all my auras are on. So let's pop our first heavenly for A.T.L.A.S, and we have to turn off quick roll. Okay, literally nothing happens. That's a good sign. We already got a fake 1 million plus. That's not a real 1 million plus. Beautiful solar solstice is not a real one because the break is one of those really bad, insane breakthrough auras that should not exist. Let's just go over to random spots on the map while we do this for fun. So this random ledge here, that gave me like nothing. Another 1 million plus that isn't even 1 million plus in Starfall. We got Astro. Let's see. Ink paintball gun aura thing. Can we get something special for popping here? As we got something that honestly we need this, a lot of these for Matrix Steampunk, but after this magnetic reverse player becomes pretty useless. So let's go over to Lime Sand Pit or whatever this thing is, and I just saw it impeached on the wheel. That's crazy. And I think we should probably use a couple of root or everything if we have those, just to make sure that we can get as much as we can. But wait, nah, I don't want to impeach itself virtual fatal error. Let's go over the fish guy. I haven't really spoken to him to try and get his look, and probably for a good reason, because that really sucks. Yeah, just get this off my screen. And never mind, we actually needed Origin, so I apologize, Origin. I actually needed you, but yeah, I think we might as well also use like 25 potions of bound for the last few and pop a couple of our ice boxes along the way to try maybe get a couple of more things. that I'll pop as soon as I get. Yeah, we got like nothing there. Okay. This is a kind of good aura. It's a 10 million plus, but not by much. Sailor Breakthrough. And now, I think we should try get our island look now that we have Sailor on. I know that last time we tried this, we got literally solar solstice, lunar full moon on both of the islands, which is really, really bad. But I guess we haven't got to like the highest point of every island yet. Might as well try that look out of the main island for once. Okay. Yeah. I'm really going to eat my words here. I'm actually scared I don't even get a single 100 million plus, because we haven't actually done a mass popping on my main in a really long time. Yeah, that was not even the highest point because we can't get to this tree normally. All right, let's hop into our boat and get to the next islands. And if we get another of the same aura, that's actually going to be so annoying. And again, while we're doing this, we also do have the chance to, well, break our cook tie score for once, which is pretty good to know. We could finally get something better than Sovereign, but that could take a really long time. Okay, if we had like 10 million more luck, this could have actually been an aura that we needed. But we just got this trash. Arcane Dark. I mean, I'm not sure if it's trash. Yeah, I decided at least gave us something. We have to get off it again. Big Rock. Now, in the last video when I shaved my main account for flex battles, I actually got an exotic void on this. Can I get the same thing or like Manta or something? Okay, no, we got an auras which style which you cannot see. In my opinion, these should be kind of removed from the game because yeah, these cutscenes kind of suck and you miss get better. Right, let's out. We just died but didn't. Well, let's ask Jake for some luck because we are after all crafting A.T.L.A.S at his wait, what? Okay, Jake, why am I being ghosted by Jake? Okay, never mind. Yeah, so at the moment we already have the origin. Oh, we don't have anything else. Okay, the gravitationals are kind of starting to scare me. Hopefully this doesn't turn into an AFK. After all, we do need one fatal error, like 4 gravitationals, and everything else is pretty easy. So let's ask Jake if we can get one of those. Bro, last time I did one of these poppings, I mean at like 70 million rolls, we kept on getting Apex. We got it like 3 times and we got it again. This is seriously starting to get cursed. We overshot 2 auras that we need. Alright, top of Jake's workshop to maybe get a look above that. Okay, we did not get a look above that. That is an aura that can't even top 10 million pluses. Unbound. We lost the 50-50 to gravitational. This aura should be thrown right out the window. I need the gravitationals here, but it's all for the video. Alright, this weird spot that gave us, okay, like virtual, I think. This aura is completely useless at the moment. Just give it to me. And it's an overshot of gravitational again. Maybe this potion of bound was a bad idea. Okay, let's go to the old fisherman's place shop. Maybe some of his auras are left behind. Okay, please let this not be that fake. Okay, it is. That's great. Nailily, I can get you so easily in limbo. I don't need you in the overworld. It's so easy to get that I disabled the auto equip because I kept on getting it in limbo. Okay, are you absolutely serious? That's another like barely not even 2 million plus. That's literally cosmos. Everyone kind of forgets about this one. Alright, so let's go over to this rock because honestly, why not? Let's just pop on this rock. Okay, what is this thing? I forgot. I think I know. And hopefully it's not nighttime because that would mean that this would be pretty rare. Okay, it is. Iridescent memory is just a 1/6 million here. Pretty sure there was a bigger rock around here. They just got rid of it for some reason. But yeah, we have our popping area, legacy over to it. And let's pop here because I've never done this here before. Okay, that's like a 1 in 4.5 million aura. Let's just do water look. Can we get something? What? We didn't even fall in. And we got, I think, Unbound or Galaxy, or one of those auras I can never get right. Yeah, it was Galaxy. Alright, on the halfway point, we will go into like the caves to try to get some look over there. Alright, so we have this house. Let's just break in through the window here and try to get some lower look by standing by these books. Okay, that did not give us look. It gave us a weird star. Now this, for some reason, is flickering. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but it is for me. We got Stargazer. I'm honestly kind of scared. I've heard stories of people popping 50 Heavenlies and getting absolutely nothing. Alright, let's start doing some mountain look. Alright guys, you know how unconfident I am of getting a 1 billion plus? That if I get one right here, I'm deleting my channel. Okay, yeah, I'm right. I'm not deleting my channel. I'm not going anywhere because we got this trash Nihility aura again. That we don't even have an auto equip because it's so bad and over rarity. That's not even funny. Okay, so this weird tree just gave us Hypervolt or Astral. I'm beginning to really tweak with all these cutscenes here. It's Astral, isn't it? Okay, now this is the most terrible popping inventory I've ever seen. It's basically if I just fast forwarded AFKing and got rid of the middle parts where I speed everything up. Alright, let's get some bench look. This actually gave us a fatal error like last time I popped here, I think. It gave us something really far off. Honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna completely jinx myself to try and get this craftable aura and we won't get it at all. I really hope that doesn't happen because that'll just be complete betrayal. Alright, here, second peak look, I guess. What is this thing? Okay. What is this star? I mean, because this is just confusing. Okay, why are we banned from getting gravitationals? Unbound. Get out of my face. I do not need you at all. Alright, I think we're gonna have to start getting some of this look over on this Grail of Resonance and put into Wind Essence and... Bro, how in the absolute can I get a 10? This is just a crime. This Resonance gave me such bad luck, gave me an Undead Devil at the new breakthrough rarity. How do you achieve that? I'm getting so cooked that people are actually getting like star scores and other stuff faster than me. Alright, let's just do some air luck by jumping off and rolling at the same. That did not give me any luck. It gave me a barely 1 million plus. Okay, I do not want to waste 200,000 rolls in the pursuit of 4 gravitationals that we won't get. This is actually becoming scary. Alright, Stella, give us some luck. Never again. That's a really bad aura. Never ever again, Stella. Never again. Alright, weird. I don't even know what this is. White pool look. Okay, never again. I'm jumping out of it while we're in the cutscene because this is just Cosmos' sister that everyone forgot about and nobody cares about Cosmos Alice. Alright, whatever this place is, let's get some look from it. Why do I fail to get luck every single time I try to do a popping? This is just cruel. Alright, so we're now in this random place. Guess we'll just jump into the water. I cannot see a single thing in here, by the way. Alright, let's just pop here by this cone guy and try get some luck. Okay, we got a fake 10 million plus. Harness shouldn't even, like, any aura around the, like, 9 million mark is just a fake 10 million plus. Because it's barely just enough to get the 10 million plus demeanor, but it's too bad to. My opinion, if a part of the game is so dark that you literally have to turn up your monitor brightness to even be able to see it, it's too dark. And they should just put up the brightness in game, because if something's too dark, the majority of mobile players won't be able to see it. Which means that most players will never come here because of that. Okay, I literally just saw Genesis on the thing that I haven't even been noticing. We probably saw an Equinox on there at some point. If I do enough scrolling on the timeline, I'll probably find it as well. Alright, let's get some waterfall look, I guess. Let's try get ourselves into this crevice and try get some look from it. Okay, none of this is working. What do I do to get luck? What do I do, actually? What do I do? We're 20 Heavenlies left, and we haven't even got 4 gravitationals. We have 2, but one of them's a milestone popping mode, so we can't get rid of it. Just a single fatal error as well. Alright, let's get our torch and try get some luck from it as well. Okay, I swear we just saw a fatal error on the wheel. That is just cruel. Every single time I need a specific set of auras, I can never ever get them. We got unbound again. That could have been 3 gravitationals, but we got stupid unbound. I want to burn all of these auras in the fire so bad right now. Completely getting destroyed by this terrible aura. I'm just gonna jump in again. How do I burn these unbound into gravitationals or something? Because I don't want these. Apparently you can't even do obbies of unbound as well. Alright, weird torch guy, give me luck. That's not what luck looks like. That star is not what luck looks like. If this is another unbound, I'm going to absolutely loot. Okay, for the first gravitational of the video, that's a good thing. All right, big mushroom luck. Can we get something good from this thing? Just get as close as we can to the top of it and try pop. At least we got one of the things that we do need for Atlas. That's great. We got one of them. That's pretty nice to see. And for once when we get a global, we don't actually get it equipped. So I guess that's the point that we need to sacrifice one of our Atlas is gone. That's pretty convenient. Well, hopefully we get 3 more gravitationals and a fatal error now. Alright, weird sacrificing a luck thing without the sacrifice initiated. Okay, please just let this be a gravitational. There are points where I don't want gravitationals, or I want gravitationals, and I really, really want them now. Thank you, game. Alright, how many more do we need now? We need about 2 more, or 1 more if we're feeling extremely desperate. Alright, let's use some of this luck. Hypervolt equip. And let's just try and get some luck from this thing. Kiaothai. Kiaothai. So I have to repeat this again. Kiaothai. This is so bad. This is so bad. Let's go to where lore is, I guess, and try and get to this weird crevice place. Let's use the arcane dark that we got. Teleport over here. And here's where Dave's book usually is. Limbo. Let's see if we can get... Okay. I can't see that star, but I think that's Cosmos Alice. No, it's Lullaby. That's why I couldn't identify it. And it was Breakthrough as well, so a complete waste. Okay, we're 14 Heavenlies left. I'm actually scared. Especially because we also need a single fatal error, which could be the very thing that makes this everything fatal and makes me pop like so many skips. Alright, let's see. Let's pop a glass candle right here, along with another 5 of these, each of these ice boxes, because I actually completely forgot to do all those. Okay, where are the rest of my ice boxes? They just fell off, literally. All right, let's talk to this thing and let out. Okay, someone just got a radiant. That's scary. All right, let's go to these rune lore thingies and try get some. That's not luck. That's literally the physical embodiment of being cooked. Full moon. All right, let's go into the mushroom. Help me. And not get luck. That's virtual. That's 500k luck off the very thing that we need at least 1 of if we're extremely desperate. Okay, let's just jump down here and try to get luck from it. I do not need another virtual. This could have been 2 gravitationals and we could have just started having to pray for fatal error, which I got tricked twice into thinking that we got. But of course we didn't get it. 11 Heavenlies boards. Feels like counting down on the doomsday clock. No, I can't take it anymore. This cave is giving me kind of bad luck. Alright, the beach is where we're going to keep on popping. Let's try like get ourselves into a relaxed state on this like sleeping thing that I forgot the name of. This could have been another one of those auras that we kind of needed, but it's Arcane Legacy. Nope. It's a legacy again, which we just used a couple of minutes ago. Let's go beside this probably auto fisher and use another potion, which gave us not astral. I can actually tell this time. The merchant spawn that we're not getting. It's the hypervolt, and of course it's a jester that spawned because this is just cruel. Let's go to this half island because I'm not even sure when this got added. It just exists. And yeah, the it just exists look doesn't exist because we just got another hypervolt that we do not need at all. Oh my god, we're 8 Heavenlies left. How many do I have like a spare amount? We'll pop 6 more after this, so I'm feeling extremely desperate. Dock luck, I guess, and try to get some luck here. No idea why there are like life buoys on these boats, because I swear nobody cares about those. Like as well as this aura, because this aura is, I'm not even sure if used in any recipes in Nubis. All right, let's try get to the end of the obby and try get some obby luck. Instead of taking the obby luck and going, what if we got the luck of, I don't know, preservance by not using the obby luck? Okay, that's not luck, that's an aura that we don't need. That is another iridescence. Okay, let's just ignore all of that I said and take it. And get another Cosmos. Another useless aura that doesn't even have a no crafting recipe in the entire game. 5 heavenlies left. What has happened? What has happened? What has happened? Alright, I'm not even gonna go anywhere near that scammer over there. We'll just go over to this fire instead. Really? Sailor breakthrough. I want to make this video not clickbait, but the game is not helping right now by giving me auras that are not required for the new A.T.L.A.S. Worst part is I'm going to see General 1 where everyone's going to be starting to flex this, but I can't get it. And here's the thing, after these skips run out, I'm not going to keep on trying because I need an AFK in limbo. Okay, thank you game. We don't need gravitationals anymore. No big deal. We can just sacrifice our milestone one. But let's just go into this cave, which is close enough to the cave, the big cave. Okay. If this is a gravitational, we don't need to sacrifice a milestone popping one, which is nice to know. Alright, thank you game. We can at least keep our 40 million on first aura. Alright, let's go onto this bench for the second last thing. It's arcane. Arcane. Because now the final thing that we need is a virtual fatal error. And I feel like we're going to get tortured by this aura here. Virtual fatal error will be the bane of my existence for another like 5 videos now. Alright, let's just forcefully scam ourselves by going to this like hidden place that everyone forgets about for a good reason, because they can't give me any luck. Last time we popped here, we got a Zeus. This time we pop here, we got a Zeus. Okay, this is just the Zeus place. If you need any Zeus potions, come over to this weird place, I guess. So now, we have completely ran out of stuff, so I think it's time to start rolling at light speed here. I do have a trick up my sleeve for the last 6 heavenlies that we might be popping in complete desperation. Alright, I think we didn't trick up our sleeves ready to be revealed. We're just going to use as many godlike potions as we can with our heavenlies. Now, sadly, you're going to run out of Poseidons really quickly, so this is probably a mistake. But you got 3 at the moment. If you could get up to 6, that would be pretty good. You could then finally try get our hands on everything. Alright, this is basically as much as we can craft because we don't have a single Poseidon for Poseidon Godly. So you know what? Let's just completely crash out on all the potion gift boxes and just start spamming them. Just so we can just get this over with and hopefully get something good. We just missed the Godlike and the Heavenly. That's good to see. Alright, let's pop some more stuff. I really hope you guys subscribe for this because I have really spending a lot of my potions here. Try uncook myself / get the new aura to show you guys. I'm sorry that the showcase part might be a little bit short even if I do get it, but this video is going to last way too long here. Alright, let's just start getting to popping all of our ice boxes. By the way, from the uncommons we got nothing. Nice to see. We got nothing. We got at least a single heavenly, so we'll pop one more of those while we're popping. But yeah, no more godlies, which is kind of scary. And literally nothing else. Alright, you know what? I think it's time to get to popping some of our heavenlies. Like 3 of them, and the godlikes and the bounds. Alright, I've actually completely ran out of luck spots. We've done all of them in this video. I actually just don't know where to go. I've got a couple of last resort popping places now. Like for example, that leaderboard. Now, you guys might hate me for this, but it's time to try and get some pay to win luck. Now, I can't afford Fisherman Chest trees to actually do pay to win luck, but yeah, that's just like, we can't even climb on top of these either. Alright, let's use our legacy to try teleport onto there. And finally, we've got our way on top of the pay to win board. No auto roll. Let's pop 1 godlike and 1 heavenly. So that's, and of course, 1 bound potion. So that's basically an oblivion potion without the oblivion auras. We didn't cook. Now I think this is Helios or Aviator. It's Aviator. Yeah, that was like slightly more than halfway for Fatal Error, which would basically be it. I could just finish the video in peace. Of course, the game does not want me to have peace for once. Alright, there's one of these like, I don't know what they call them, tracking the location, portable device thingies. Yeah, let's just use 1 godlike, 1 heavenly, and 1 bound, and try to get some location tracking luck. But we didn't get the location tracking luck. We got a hyper full. Never make me track the location ever again. This is just absolutely sad. We are now down to 1 more godlike potion, and sadly, if I am to pop more, it relies on if I get Poseidon or not. because that's like the one thing I'm missing. Okay, we never pop it in the middle of a large expanse place because nobody cares about these kind of places. I'm probably the first one to even walk around here on this entire server. So I guess it's time to try get some luck from this thing. I'm apparently getting blessed with the power of 3 lords, but I don't really feel that at the moment. And I get bounded, and I get bounded, and I get heavenly luck, I guess. This hurts. We didn't even get Poseidon for our troubles. We got an iridescent. Okay, this is just scary. Iridescent memory. That was the overshot version as well. So we overshot. Instead of undershooting of Atlas, we overshot of iridescent. Virtual fatal error will be my up after this video. Okay, let's get some bridge luck because we haven't popped there in a while or even ever. Bridge luck isn't real. Bridge luck isn't real. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna try gamble a lot of skips here to try get my hands on, I guess, so Poseidon. But I think it's time to go to AFK mode here because we're starting to really run out of options. We got 3 more Heavenlies that I'm willing to use. We at least need a couple of Poseidons so we can shove them into Poseidon godlies and then shove everything else into this godlike potion. Before we go into AFK mode, I'm gonna just go over to the A.T.L.A.S thing and just start putting stuff in. And also we would have to turn on AFK mode anyway because we have a lot of 10 AETHERS. Can we even get that? So basically we have all of the crazy 1 million pluses done except fatal error. That's gonna be my undoing. But we do of course need a lot of other stuff. Let's try use an SC and a BR as well. Of course we can't. But this automated terrestrial legacy analysis sentinel totally not chat GPT'd up for acronyms. It's my undoing already. This is gonna be really bad. I could already tell. Okay, I have no idea what I'm getting. No mechanics. I think that's because we're using the polite core at these high looks. Dark shade it. That should be a little bit better at least. I mean, we got a warlock, but that's not very good, is it? 6 rune of everything. So you know what? Just let her rip. Get me some luck. And we literally turned off auto onto this, which is just absolutely perfect. All right, our mechanics are going up as well, our starlights and everything, so that's a good sign at least. So you know what, let's just hop into AFK mode. It's a pretty unorthodox place. Let's just see how these things start going up, and hopefully we can get everything to 10 out of 10, 30 out of 30, 40 out of 40, and maybe 2 out of 2, and 10 out of 10 again. Alright, we have all of these 10 out of 10, 30 out of 30, and 40 out of 40, except no AETHERS. I am actually scared now. This is actually going to be really bad, especially no fatal error. So you know what guys, I think it's time to do the very thing I dreaded of doing. First of all, slightly clearing out my inventory a little bit, because what do we have? Like 6 astrals. We got like 2 more just now, but wow, let's just only keep like 1. Okay, we just got a reverse polarity while doing that. Delete a aura look actually real after all this time? Never know. Alright, let's keep on doing this. We'll just shove in all of the like virtual auras into here, just so we don't waste them. Put them into my voluntary storage. Get rid of all these useless unbounds. Remove this 1 parasite. Galaxy destroyed. Full moon broken. Anubis sent back to the pyramids. Harnessed. Unharnessed. Stargazer blown up. Sailor sunk. Iridescent memory forgotten. And I guess that's all. We don't have the A.T.L.A.S in our inventory because that's in here, I guess. Yeah, this is gonna be really bad. Because 200 skips is like 4 hours worth of AFK potentially. Wow, who knew I was going to be doing a hybrid AFK slash whatever. First time we're doing an AFK on a public server as well. This restarts, that's going to be really annoying. Definitely not the first to get this thing. There's probably some guy that popped like 500 Heavenlies for it. Because, well, that's Souls RNG. And either some other CC is going to start absolutely trying to get it. Okay, that's really good for my AFK, I guess. Yeah, like I said before, there's probably some guy that popped like 500 Heavenlies. Then they're gonna get some guy to make a video on their account instead of actually getting it on their own account. Or they might just get it because they're extremely lucky, because they actually stockpiled their fatal errors. Well, if none of this works out, we still do have 3 Heavenlies to pop. Yeah, it's looking kind of grim here. All right, I'll see you guys in however long it takes after I pop all of these. All right, I guess it's time to say good luck to myself. because it's now time to wait potentially 4 hours to get single virtual fatal error and 10 Aethers. I'll check back after we have fatal error or it's been an hour. Alright guys, I think that this is starting to get a little bit out of hand because if I go over to all of my, well, Aethers, I think I'm literally banned from getting these, or I don't know why, because I already have 3 of them and this is literally underbounded and I just got one now. I've already seen people with this aura, guys. I think apparently they use 6k skips, which has to be a kind of lie, or I'm just completely cooked of all these buffs. So honestly, I think it is now time just get into drastic measures mode and just start randomly popping Heavenlies, try to get our hands on a fatal error. We'll probably have our cutscene disabled, so gravitational, unbound, A.T.L.A.S. I actually don't know how much I'll pop. I'll probably not pop that many, but I'll probably make them back to, you know, dark. That's an undershot. Zeus, Parasite, Unbound, Cosmos. Say, okay. Bro, I don't need your Radiant. Well, let's ignore it and pretend that massive overshoot did not. Well, but at least we got our first runic, but that's again an overshoot. This is just cruel, guys. Iridescent, Galaxy. This honestly is the worst thing you could ever do. Another Arcade Dark. We're just undershooting. I think this account's genuinely dead. How many Heavenlies did I even start at this point? I can't even count. Sailor. We just ran out of inventory space. That's how bad this is. Yeah, never do this if you guys are playing this game. Never waste Heavenlies like this. Okay, how am I not getting Fatal Error here? Chromatic, Hades, literally under 1 million plus. I never knew I was going to be doing a mass popping just for some dumb aura. I honestly think that... Okay, never mind, it's Manta. So at least we do have our hands on one event global in this stupid thing. This is genuinely the worst thing I could do. But let's see, how many more am I gonna pop? We've so far popped like 100 or something of these. So I'll just go down to like 300. That's genuinely months of saving down the drain, I guess. But it's gambling. That's bad aura. That's bad aura. Okay, another art. This is like the 4th Arcade Dark in the entire video. This is honestly my worst video ever here. Most Heavenlies I popped in a single video probably at this point, even more than a glitch popping, and I still can't get virtual Fatal Error. I literally foreshadowed my downfall. This is how many Arcade Darks we've gone. First runic, of course, which is nice to see. Another Radiant to the collection. Yeah, let's just keep on doing this. Get rid of this Hurricane. Like at this point, I'm just clicking, waiting for 1 billion plus. I'd rather just say that I'm doing that instead. I am wasting so much right now. We just got another non-Fatal Error. Get off my screen. Nope, not unbound. All right, let's do some more. I'm saying that I'm willing to pop like a few more. I'd say that this is gonna be like 140 Heavenlies pop. That really hurts to say. Wow, why am I even doing this at this point? It's like the gambler's crash out where you just start popping aimlessly. That was another undershoot. This is just evil. This is hypervol. We have popped so much and we can't even get virtual Fatal Error. This is a fatal video. This is going to go on for hours. All right, 5 more. 1 more, Nihility. 1 more, another Nihility. 1 more, Anubis. Second last one, Chromatic, and last one. Yup, we failed. Okay, I actually don't... I'll check the recording how much I've popped in total, but that is an absolute joke. We've used 40k skips for this thing. We've gotten 3 globals in the process of trying to get it. 1 event global, by the way. Don't know how I got that. And 1 global that is useless, like Radiant. So I'm not sure what I could do. I could either end the video here or keep on going, because yeah, if I reset, I don't think I've gotten a single Aether. You know what, guys? That's enough. I literally cannot be sacrificing for this like random aura. I think that the end times are here for my luck, because this is one of the worst videos I've ever done. I honestly regret popping every single of those Heavenlies. This is going to be a pain to edit. Worst part is, you guys probably won't subscribe, so just subscribe for all of these Heavenlies that I popped for no reason. Let's just delete all of our full moons. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to get more luck, and well, goodbye.